Hi, and welcome to episode 14 of my vanilla playthrough series of Darkest Dungeon. I'm Icon, and we're going to strive forward to the mid-game. We're actually getting there, slowly but steadily. Boss after boss is crumbling before our might, and let's see what we're up to today. A stun amulet, that sure looks nicely. A swift cloak, I do like that one too. Speed is a very valuable asset. Redemption armlet, I don't need that too much. Cudgel weight, good for those frontline houndmasters. But Demon's Cauldron, dang, that's a neat one if you use those skills on the occultist, which I really never use. So I think I'm going with the stun amulet because stuns are some of my favorite abilities in the game. Alright, so let's see. We're going into the Warrens. Warrens is always favoring bleed damage over blight damage. So let's bring good old Burasa with us. I mean, guy's sitting on the bench for I don't know how long. And let's bring a Hellion because I really want to level up my my low-level people a little bit more. Ferriere to have my Musketeer a little bit more. And last but not least, let's bring up Poussin, because I really think a Plague Doctor might fit in here quite well. Okay, let's do this. Usual suspects. Let's check out the equipment. But, oh, Poussin gets the sweeter equips. I really like how these items look better and better the higher you gear them up. There was one thing on my mind. I still want Arbalist, because I'm still having none. Technically, the Arbalist and the Musketeer have exactly the same skills. Practically, there are trinkets which are only available for Musketeers, and trinkets which are only available for Arbalists. So that's my main reasoning why I want to have both. So let's have some fun for the stressed out people. Way too costly if you ask me, but whoever is asking me. And we're going to upgrade the armor smithing department today. Yay, that's great. So let's do this. Boom. That's a really big upgrade for the Hamlet. Seriously is. And if I'm right, the Instructor Mastery level 3 is in our grasp. This gives me the ability of a higher adventurer level people right away, and that's a real big upgrade. So we're needing a few more paintings and a few more crests, so it's in our reach. I just forgot to check out the skills. It was actually why I went in here to begin with. So I'm going to aim for Poussin's non-blight skills a little bit more, and today we're going to use the emboldening vapors a bit more because that's an awesome skill which I didn't showcase enough yet. Burasa, you know, in longer terms I want to have characters which have unlocked all the skills always, because it's just better, and it's what you get when you have the higher stagecoach upgrades as well, so fits quite good to me. Okay, so let's get equipped. Having really nothing from... Oh, wait a sec. I did unequip all? Let's sort them by class restriction. There we go. Ancestor's Candle. Well, I could use that. I should use that, but not on the backliner here. I'll upgrade her healing abilities quite heavily, because with a Chirurgeon's Charm and Junia's Head, her healing abilities are quite big at this point. So, Plague Doctor only items, well, a stun skill chance plus I'll take any time of the day. Well, accuracy plus, it's nothing too big. Common trinkets are never having too big impact on your people, but little do I care. The Ancestor's Candle sure looks nice to me. And, well, healing skills, yeah. Sounds a little bit like an odd choice to begin with, but since the Flagellant is having so much self-healing skills, it's actually quite good to take that on him. So Mathan just gets the Good old Disma's legendary bracer combo amping up her damage like crazy. Okay, let's check on the skills. That's healing myself, that's bleeding on the front line, that's bleeding on the back line, that's bleeding on the front line. Okay, that looks like something I would work with. I'm going to remove the plague grenade for this run, and I'm adding in the emboldening vapors. More damage, more speed, awesome stuff. I really like to use that. And smoke screen, I don't need to use these debuffs too much. Buckshot. Oh, come on, let's use this for once. It's not a bad skill at all. Knockbacking the front row of the enemy formation is quite nasty, because most of the time the enemies are having similar formations like I do. That means the order of enemies and how they stand and where they stand, it does make sense in most of the scenarios. So that's why I really like to have these shuffle skills, because certain enemies are really suffering quite badly if they're moved away from their favorite slot. So, enough of that. Just wanted to point that out. Alrighty, so we got to complete 100% of room battles today. So, it's going to be an extensive stroll. Yay! Right away into the trap. Good job. Good job, Fairy Array. We just start out nicely. Where can I look up my scouting chance? I can't after setting onwards to the adventure. Okay then, okay then. Let's go. She's really trying to catch them all. Okay, already half her stress meter filled. 2 corridors later, half her stress meter filled. Alright, but at least we get a scouting this time. Oh, look here. Secret rooms included. Neat. So, we're now at the spot where most of the time enemies become trivial in this difficulty level, which is something I'm very happy that it has happened by now, because that means the tier 2 dungeons are starting to be available. I mean, I'm overall a quite careful player, I'm well aware of that. I think I could have gone for way larger challenges a while ago. But at the same time, this game is so nasty with its RNG that I really like to play safe. I'm a roguelike player at heart, and roguelike players are, if they are successful at some point, most of them are cowards. Or, well, it takes longer to be successful if you're not playing cowardly, basically. Okay, so there we go. We got that. I'm going to bring some damage upgrade on my Hellion. Just like that. This is lasting the complete battle. That's why Emboldening Vapors is a real neat skill. And she's going to deal a lot more damage from now on. So, you know, we're going to take an aimed shot on the Slasher. Too bad. It's a little bit of a waste, but she's missing anyways. There we go. So, a little bit unfortunate, I think. So, let's just buff all the way. Yuck. That's all I can say to that. And, let's see... 17 damage. Skiers now kicking quite hard. No! The damage over time effects of the Flagellant are really powerful. I think, I never checked out the numbers, but if I would take a spontaneous bet, I would think that he might be even the strongest bleed damage dealer in the game. I don't know if the Jester is trumping him, but I might be inclined to think that the Flagellant has the most damage over time in that department, but I never checked out the numbers. I never considered myself to be that much of a Darkest Dungeon crack after all. I just love the game because of its roguelike nature. And, well, the overall art style, and I do like the game for several reasons, but I never went into the game with the same craziness like I went into some other classic roguelikes, like Dungeon Crawl, for example. If that rings a bell for you, well, I love that game. Just played it too much at some point. Okay, enough of that. We took down the swine. Started to ramble a bit here, but I don't think you mind. Alright, let's flip in one of those keys, see what I get from that. Awesome. Heirlooms are always preferable. So again, I'm leaving the treasure chamber as the last thing I'll take. Come on. Yay! It's a risky gamble. 60% is only slightly in my favor, but it's such a good stress remover if it triggers successfully. Okay. So let's see. There's one Kurio fight up ahead. Let's go. Surprise! So these guys are overall quite resistant to most sources of damage over time. They have quite high blight and bleed resistances to begin with, and thus I keep having some trouble with finishing them off with damage over time abilities, but well. It's one thing I really like about the Flagellant. You can use him to create all-out bleeding damage combos, because most of his skills just lower the bleed resist of the target. So this way. I mean, we could do some specialized formations soon as well, because I have now enough firepower, enough backbone. I don't like to go for specialized formations with low resources, and with specialized runs I mean taking odd combos, like for example 4 Flagellants or something like that. It's really fun to do that, but at the same time you have to invest quite heavily, because it locks a lot of slots in your stagecoach and or much more in your barracks and so on. But I feel like doing that. If you have some formation on your mind you want me to try out, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear that. And let's keep smashing those swine. I'm going to toss a volley of Blinding Gas into the back row. Blinding Gas is one of my favorite skills of the Plague Doctor, because I really like the double stun on the back row. Now I just annihilate that guy. Well, I don't mind. It's only one enemy acting this turn, and that's perfect. If you can cut down the actions of your enemies in one turn like that, you're going a good way here. So there's again this Kurio here, which just leaves me with more questions than answers. Gotta remove that blight because I don't like to be blighted. I should have killed it, but that's most of the time the result. If I procrastinate victories, I often think I should have killed it in this game. It's a common response. That bleed stone is basically not worth more than that emerald, so it's fine. So let's touch that stone. Deeply disturbed. I keep wondering if there's a positive outcome out of these, but well, I gotta keep using them now. A longer while ago, I stopped using Kurios like these altogether because I started to be annoyed with their effects. But maybe I felt like right now it's time to whip out the RNG again. Maybe I just stress out my people to death while doing so too, but little do I care. Let's take a campfire. So let's remove some stress. And let's see. Oh, he can self-remove diseases. I wasn't aware of that. I don't think that anybody here has any diseases, no. So in case you didn't know it, with Q and E you can browse through your ranks. It's a pretty neat interaction. So There we go. Revel, that's a good one. But the problem is, if we party, we decrease our accuracy and our speed. No thanks. So, Battle Trance, that's more like it. And what I don't like, though, is we're going to be vulnerable against a nighttime ambush. And it doesn't seem like I can do anything against that. Lash Skewer, completely not useful at all. There's only the opportunity to bandage somebody who's on while everybody's at full HP. There we go! I feel like whenever I don't go for a ambush protection, they immediately ambush me. But well, we only got shuffled and not surprised. That's a good start. It's really a good start. Getting surprised in these situations is even worse. This is not bad at all. Alright. Let's go. Hey, neat. So, useless to begin with. But at least we're taking them down little by little, you know. Whatever. I'm confident we're taking out the last one now. You see? Confidence. Confidence is key. Or something like that. Okay, we got this. Let's keep exploring. And reorganize ourselves, of course. A map! How useful. So the room up ahead is empty. I'm not gonna go that way. Wow! So many combats up ahead. That's 3 more before we can end that dungeon. It's a lot. So, well, I think Mathan is going to go nuts during this during the rest of this run. Pretty sure about that. That's a dead swine. The slashers are featuring a quite decent prot. They have 25%, making their 8 HP last a little bit longer. Oh man, I keep using that accidentally. Sometimes I just have it in me. Okay, so let's do blind. A stun is most likely the most effective action to take right now, because that'll deny this guy his next move, and I have time to just kill him outrightly. So there we go. Maybe I'm going to swap out Exsanguinate for something else, because I'm having right now 2 skills which are needing the Flagellant to be below 40% HP. I don't think that's an ideal thing to do. So, what do we have here? Reclaim, and I put myself to bleeding with that. It's such a weird skill. Endure would be something, or Suffer. Clear, mark target, transfer bleed, transfer blight. He's marking himself, but he's getting way more. Oh yeah, one of that. That's, the whole kit of the Flagellant is based around the idea that you try to get him below those 40%, because those skills here are mostly stupidly strong. I mean, it's not that insanely overpowered, but they are way stronger than skills usually are, basically. So, let's do this. I want to do it one time. So, this guy will now use a different skill due to my action. I'm gonna go for the emboldening vapors and try to hack down the Pukey. There we go. Oh, that's a neat action. Wow, nice dodge, my man. Stumbling Scratch. That's what a cultist brawler will do once he's not in his front slots. Several enemies don't have too good skills on the back slots, so that's why this is a good thing to do. Let's bring Poussin a little bit to action here too, and let's see if I can land a good old Iron Swan there. I love that skill, especially since it has a high chance of critting. So, well, I'm going to attack the front slot, because attacking the front slot is something the Arbalest is not, not Arbalest, the Musketeer is not too good at. Yay. With that shuffle, the cultist actually killed the Swine Chopper. Good. Boom. Alright, gonna toss away that journal page. Don't need that. Let's do some light, because why not? And keep going. So let's hope that Mathan is getting the better side of the 70%. She does. I really like to gamble on these occasions. It might be a bit foolish, but in the end I see it as a very neat way of decreasing stress. And if it doesn't work well, I like mental breakdowns. For some reason they're fun to me. Whenever people are having a filled stress bar, the game made it this way that I'm getting excited, and I don't know, I'm really respecting what they did with that stuff, because normally you shouldn't be happy about the chance of people breaking down, but this game just does the trick for me that I'm enjoying it. Alright, so we're going to... I don't want to stun if there's only one recipient really worthy of that action. No. Gonna go for more power on the on her here, and just make sure that she's going to deliver killing blows. That's something I do like to do. Ow! So I'm pretty sure that the munch ability from those guys has an increased damage if the target is marked. There we go. Let's make this like that. And going to stab one of those buddies here. Yay, he's dead. Good stab. And there we go. This guy is dead too, so let's try and strike slot 3, and there we go. Everybody's dead. They just need to take an action now. Good moments to patch up your party. Alright. So, I'm going to toss away my torches at this point. I was expecting something like that. We're going to use the medicinal herbs here. Well, I was hoping for a little bit more than just a larger stockpile of food, but tell you what, we're going to take the rest of that corridor too. I'm starting to be that powerful that farming out the dungeons is not really any further risk. The biggest risk is right now that I could be risking Mathan to get an unlucky crit on her and stress her out completely. That's the worst case scenario right now, I think. Apart from that, nothing too bad can happen anymore. Like, the damage output increases by the trinkets on the key positions by an hour by now, enough to make the team very, very reliable. And that's something I really enjoy when it happens. So, let's see, what we're going to toss away. I'm going to toss away the jade, and I'm going to toss away the bandages. Extra trinkets are always worth quite some neat money. Let's see, well, I shouldn't have done it with her. There we go. No, I lost track. Ah, extra trinkets. Because you can sell them at home. And what I like most about extra trinkets is you can sell them the moment you need them. That's something I really like about those things. Like they can lie around as long as I need them. They're not taking anything. And one thing I want to do here though is I want to get rid of the stress trinkets on Mathan, because while wandering through the dungeon you do accumulate stress by just wandering, and well, let's make it. This inventory slot game is sometimes so annoying. Gotta do it like that. I mean, ideally, I would try to unequip any stress-increasing trinkets here, if you would go crazy with your min-maxing. But my plan here is just simply... Oh, well, I can't put that down now. Is to at least get the stress-increasing items away from Mathan, because she's just very, very close to going bonkers here. And we don't need to risk anything here. And 30% plus is substantial. Substantial enough? If, I don't know if it's enough to... well, it would be mathematically enough to push a 2 stress gain to a 3. Well, I'm done with nerding, okay. Number nerding is switched off now. Alrighty, almost there. So excited about treasure chambers. I really love those. Although I'm really sometimes a bit sad about the fact that it's only that this is always a good event, basically. Sometimes I feel like it would be really awesome if you didn't know what's behind the door, you know? It could be something good, but it could be something bad. Whatever, we're taking the free loot, and oh my god, we're going to be filthy rich from this! Yay, 20k, not bad. That's good, we need money. So low-level expeditions are a great way of gaining great amounts of money for your hamlet. All right, so all stress relief activities are more effective. Oh, we have the beautiful ray of sunlight again. That's this place is looking so neat when the sun is shining. Well, it still looks pretty ruined, but yet still somehow neat. So sadly, we're not getting those character classes available on my list. I'm so sorry. If anybody's still wanting a name on the series, drop me the name and the class you want in the comments down below. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the ride. I certainly did. Thanks for watching. Leave a like on that video if you might want to support the series. You could also be so kind and press that subscription button. It means a lot to me. Or you can also turn on the notifications after doing the subscription. Or you just join my Discord channel and see my YouTube release schedule there. Whatever you do or don't, ideally you do all of them, but I can't tell you what to do. Jokes aside, I don't mind at all. I just hope you're having a great time, and I hope we're going to see each other again soon. Those are the most important things for me. Goodbye.